Did you know that Dr. Sloan is back on the island? These are 10 of the coolest secrets I could find. Everyone knows the classic story of Noah's Ark. God told Noah to build an ark, and when he was finished, the earth flooded. But how does this apply to Fortnite? In Chapter 2, Fortnite used hedges to predict something insane. These hedges, when looked at from above, spelled N-O-A-H, Noah. Many players guessed that it was a reference to maybe an Epic employee, and only a few guessed Noah's Ark. And that guess was completely correct. Because Fortnite was predicting a flood, this flood was caused by Midas using the device. Also related to the device, there was a loading screen that showed the upcoming Fortnite device that Midas was building. There was an interesting suit in a cage, and there was Midas looking at it. If you look closely at the cage, we can see a reflection of Jules? This reflection was so hard to see, it took us like a whole season to even notice. We still didn't even know who Jules was until she released. Did you know that the IO bunkers might actually be back? In Valeria's loading screen, we can see many things, one being the 0 point and Jones right in front of it. Another thing that's also been proven to be Pandora's box from Greek mythology, but that's not the main point. On the right side monitor, we can see a bunker. This is the exact same bunker that we used to have on the Chapter 1 and 2 islands. As we know, this used to lead right down to the center of the island where the IO would use their base. But why is this here if it's not on the island? The best part of this secret is that the snow will be melting very soon in this chapter. What if underneath the snow reveals the secret bunker? That's not the only thing related to the IO because Sloan is back. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Another cool little secret is the Coral Buddies. Back in Chapter 2, they had a whole colony that we helped them build, and then in Chapter 4, there was one found on a little crane. But in Chapter 5, we have a secret cave that leads right into them, but it's not on the surface. Instead, you have to go in, break a few rocks, and then find them on a ship. Maybe we will be able to build this colony again. This butterfly was teasing the 0 point all the way from Season 6. 4 seasons before the 0 point was even seen. But not only was it teasing the 0 point, it was teasing the whole entire Fortnite storyline's plot. In Chapter 4, Kato Thorne came up with a time machine. Sloan and Jones ended up stealing this time machine and went back in time to change reality, eventually leading to the Big Bang. But if we rewind a little bit, this wasn't successful first attempt. Dr. Sloan mentions messing this up multiple times, leading back to just those two over and over every single time, until Jones decided to put a stop to it. He would put aside his selfish ambitions and save the world. But in doing this, it caused a butterfly effect. Every event where the butterfly was shown was indicating that it was caused from the butterfly effect that Jones started. This all happened because Jones wanted to save the world instead of saving his friend. But this time it's different. In Chapter 5, Peely has been taken and he's willing to risk the world to save him. But there is something hidden on the missing Peely poster. It looks like different letters from a different language, but no one has been able to discover what language it is yet, so this secret hasn't been solved. Another unsolved secret is the teaser for Dr. Sloan's return. Dr. Sloan has been missing since Season OG, but in the underground base we can see her on a monitor. She is yet to be found on the island, but does this prove that she's here? Something else that's related to the IO is this new character called Killian. Killian is a member of the society that has some strange logo on his arm and backplate. This logo looks exactly like the IO logo when compared. Something else that's really interesting is a little pet that was added in game over 3 years ago. And no, I'm not talking about the pet back blings. I'm talking about a literal pet that would follow you around in-game and heal you. This little mushroom looks like a regular mushroom until you walk up to it and emote. Once you emote, he actually comes alive. And if you feed him 100 wood, this sounds like clickbait, but he will literally strap on and follow you around and heal you health and shield. This was in for less than 24 hours. I don't know what Fortnite's plan was with this and what happened to it, but it was literally removed right after. and it has never returned since then. One of my favorite secrets is also located in the underground area, and it's actually right next to Dr. Sloan on this chalkboard. This chalkboard shows every boss besides Peter Griffin, and in some games I noticed that there were certain ones X'd out, and then in other games there weren't. I was trying to connect some dots, but then I realized when they're X'd out, that means they're dead in game. If you go there in the beginning of the game, there's none X'd out, but as they kill the bosses, they become X'd out. You might have noticed that Chapter 5 is very similar to Chapter 2, not only for the reason that it's after the black hole, but also just a lot of things hidden around the map. One of the coolest Easter eggs I've seen so far is the airplane on the island. Very similar to the opening scene of Chapter 2 where they crash landed using an airplane. There has even been a secret hidden within the item shop. When Epic went on break, the Fortnite community actually blew up on them for having a bad item shop so long. They wanted to spend their money on the game, but nothing good was coming out. So they actually started hating. And when Fortnite returned, they finally brought out some new skins and some returned emotes. And these emotes seem to have been telling a story. When they brought out the Sunspot outfit, they also said hang loose and slow clap, kind of saying like, chill out, we did our job good. And then when they brought out the Ageless Explorer, they said job well done and rage quit. Rage quit being the amount of anger that the Fortnite community has been giving towards Fortnite, and job well done because they finally fixed the item shop. Which of these was your favorite secret, and let me know if I missed any down below. Shout out to the Discord for helping me find a few of these secrets. The Discord is in the top link in the description. Go join it and you can talk to me about your theories. We can share Fortnite clips and just anything in general. You get updates on videos. There's even a Fortnite leaderboard. Use code PBJ.